Hi, welcome to Everything Movie Podcast. I'm here with...
What's up, guys? It's Logan.
And your boy Noah, and today we'll be going over F1. If you love race cars as a kid, this is the movie for you. This is a very high-budgeted film, as we all know.
We have Brad Pitt and Idris, I believe was his name.
Yeah, Damson Idris.
And you also have Javier.
Yeah, Baldum.
So, cast was pretty solid for our main three actors. What was the movie about?
It's about racing cars. Old Indy driver becomes an F1 driver like he used to be. Switching a little switch up.
What else we got going for the movie?
We also have a up-and-coming young driver.
The rookie, unexperienced driver, but more talent, maybe.
Maybe so.
And so I would say Brad Pitt was recruited to help Idris with his driving capabilities and to help be a mentor for the up-and-coming talent. The team that they got signed to have been pretty unsuccessful, and this was a desperate play, so to speak, to get Brad Pitt back on the team after not racing in F1 for over 30 years. So that's the rundown of the movie. Let's get into what we liked, what we didn't like.
Visuals, I thought they were amazing. I mean,
way to dick ride.
Respectfully, if you don't do visuals well out of the $300 million budget, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need help. I mean, the visuals are amazing. I'll be completely honest. I mean, it wasn't like anything majestic, but it's race car driving. It's entertaining.
Do you have a favorite shot of the film?
Oof.
I have mine. Do you want me to go while you think?
Yeah, I haven't thought.
So it was almost in the very beginning, and it was when the fireworks were going off, and you could see like the water like reflecting off the fireworks while the drivers were driving underneath. What did we like? What didn't we like?
So we have the visuals I liked. I also think the cast did a pretty good job. Everybody supported each other well. I think Carrie Condon, which is the girl, I think she actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I think she's definitely stand. I think she's a standout actor of the movie.
Who?
Her.
Actress?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say that for me, I would say Javier was like my standout actor. Like, he did have a lot of like emotional scenes that were dependent on him to execute like perfectly, and I think he did that. And he's got a lot of experience underneath his belt to work with too. So I'm glad that they went and like chose like some pretty popular like actors who know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking this. So you know the Idris? I think that's the guy who did I built this shit.
Yeah.
Brick by brick.
Act like he the one in charge and shit. Compton is the one. You lose. Every time you bite with that nigga, I'm the one that pays for it. And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug? You don't mean that shit. The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Well, what else did we like?
The racing is amazing. So that's pretty much all. Like, I mean, I don't.
Whoa.
I think it's pretty self-work.
You could just say it's an entertaining film.
Yeah, it's an entertaining film.
Do you feel like you're on the edge of the seat for like a live movie?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because like you don't.
Talk to me about like the dialogue racing balance. Do you feel like that was something that you were satisfied with, or are you wanting more of a change between more dialogue or maybe more racing, less racing? Tell me about that.
So I think the dialogue racing balance is actually done pretty well. But
What was that balance? What would you say that was?
85-15 probably.
85-15, okay. So what's 85?
85% racing.
Okay, cool. And so tell me more about that. You were mentioning to me outside the movie theater about maybe having some more emotional scenes. Tell me about that.
Not necessarily emotional scenes, because they have some emotional scenes, which does as well. I just think the dialogue that is not as serious can be more ventured out, because it's very like straight to the point, one-liners. I would like something that's actually like more directed to like flesh with each character, instead of you like this, you don't like that.
You know, I think I see where you're coming from, and also it added more of a sense of realism to like what the actual conversations they would be having.
Yeah.
That aren't just like the super emotional scenes, because I don't think people just say one-liners and just walk away.
Yeah.
But I see what you're talking about. Yeah,
I just feel like little kids fighting sometimes.
It's a valid criticism.
Yeah.
What, do you have any negatives that like actually stood out to you?
So we talked about, we had another friend watch this movie. That was Lucas.
Yes, shout out Lucas, even though he's not gonna watch this shit. Fake fan.
He watches F1 more than I do, for sure.
What was your complaint about the F1 in general? You said F1 fans.
I think it's a little bit unrealistic to a point.
Okay, so tell me about that.
I think there's a lot of like, yes, there's crashes like in F1. Don't get me wrong. There's bumping, but this movie relies on like how aggressive certain drivers are
for the team success.
Yes, I just feel like I wanted a little bit more. I don't want to say realism because like it's still like realistic of a movie. But I wanted.
What was Lucas's take on it when we asked someone who knew more about F1? Because you did say that to him, and he did say stuff back. Do you remember what he was saying?
I think he thinks it's like there's definitely the certain amount of crashes. It makes sense. But you probably remember more than I do.
Yeah. So exactly what you said. He's like, he did feel like that made sense, and that was something he said that people do as strategies, and that crashes happen often. So, like, he did say 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah.
So, but when you like read between the lines like a little bit, like, I think maybe he thought you were being a little too nitpicky about it. But I feel like a lot of people may complain about that as well, because like when you sit down and watch an F1 race, I don't think you're gonna see a lot of people strategizing about playing like as dirty as Brad Pitt was.
Yeah.
And he felt like the John Daly of I don't give a fuck kind of thing, but still pull up and like perform when he needs to, you know.
Actually, I mean, I don't want to like fully con about the movie, but I do think that makes some of the movie stand out in a way because he's aggressive. Because maybe like if he was just a plain old time driver and comes F1
and it just gets good,
I think that might just be a boring ass fucking movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that just adds like a extra sense of like flavor to it that may stand out from other like racing movies. So, I guess it's a mixed opinion on like if that makes it good or bad.
Yeah.
But it's something.
I mean, I may would have seen it different, but like at the same time, like I'm not a director, so I don't know like if it could have been done a better way.
Any other criticisms we have?
Not enough sex scenes.
Recommendations and ratings.
Yes. Recommendations?
Yeah,
I think we're on the same
recommend.
page.
Yeah, I would recommend to go watch this in theaters, and especially I would actually say go watch it in XD. Fuck that.
I definitely agree.
It's worth the upgrade. You're gonna get a very cinematic visual experience. It's very immersive. Don't be a bitch. Sound design was great. Score was also really good. So.
Who did the score?
It better be Hans, bro.
Yeah, it was Hans.
Was it actually?
Yeah, that's one of the.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today? Cause if you didn't, I'ma have to beat you down on some gangster shit.
Big reasons I was excited for the movie because Hans.
And it was good. It carried through. I remember listening to this, just like, damn, I wish, like, this feels like Hans. So, whenever you think of a good musician, you think of Hans. So, yeah. Well, your recommendations are in. What are our ratings?
Let's start with you.
All right. Well, I gave Gran Turismo, which is the only racing movie we have rated so far, a 7. And this is noticeably better. I'm going to go with an 8 for now.
Okay, I'm exactly on the same page. I'm an 8 as well.
All right. Well, average is 8. So,
yeah.
Lucas gave it a 9.3.
I mean, it's a good movie. Don't
hop off that dick.
But yeah, it's a lot. Very high. Masterpiece level, apparently.
Yes. That's higher than our average for Fight Club. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go form your own opinions.
Check the socials down below.
And we'll see you guys next time.